Shalom, Israel's brothers, Abba Yahweh coming back at you with another cold cut. I'd like to give our honor and glory to Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. It's going to be a quick cold cut, just going into not honoring riches, especially in this society. You know, we want to make sure that we take care of ourselves, we take care of our family, and we're diligent in the state that the Lord put us in. But we don't want our mind to be consumed by the riches of this world, especially if you're watching what's going on, how Trump is trying to back up the U.S. economy with cryptocurrencies, trying to get away from the U.S. dollar to eliminate the so-called national debt, right? All of these different things are happening and playing out on the earth. If you're watching, it would be a poor thing to put your trust in vain carnal riches. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27-24. For riches are not forever, and doeth the crown endure to every generation? Yeah, the crown doesn't endure to every generation. Look what happened to the Assyrian Empire, Tiglath-Pileser, Salmanassar V, right? Sargon II, Sennacherib. All of these men were going down to Nebuchadnezzar, transitioning into a new empire. The crown doesn't endure to every generation. Riches are not forever. You know, your $1 million, your $300,000. Guess what? Overnight, if that cryptocurrency comes into play for the American so-called economy, all that money literally means nothing. You could throw that down the garbage. Riches do not endure forever. Let me actually get another precept. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 5. Ooh, page rip though. Let's get another precept. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 31 and verse number 1. And it says, watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep. Yeah, you watching for riches. You know, you got some people that's in the stock market going down, is going up. You can't sleep. You're tossing and turning. You're in the red. You're in the next, you know, you're in the green. You take a, then you're in the red again. The next you know, you're about to throw your damn cup across the room. It will drive away sleep. Right? Verse 2, watching care would not let a man slumber, as a sore disease breaketh sleep. The rich have great labor in gathering riches together, and when he resteth, he is filled with his delicates. The poor laboreth in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is still needy. He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Gold have been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. Yeah, gold have destroyed many people. A lot of people are in prison, in jail, or dead right now just because of gold, just because of riches, just because of carnal vain things, man, and chasing money chasing all day, right? I'm just chasing bread. I gotta get the bread, and it's a good to have a hustle so-called mindset to, you know, be able to provide for your family and be able to go out here and go get it, you know, but you don't want that to overtake your mind. You don't want that to now be a god. Right now you idolizing riches and you idolizing gold, and you just don't stop talking about it. You know, you always get, you know, instead of fasting, you're trying to find investment opportunities. You know, instead of going to camp, you're looking at investment properties. You're going out looking at different properties, and now you're putting that before God. And that's a problem if you start doing that, because now, let me read verse 6 again. Gold have been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. Your destruction will be present. Gold will ruin your life, man. There's a lot of millionaires and billionaires, and they'll tell you that they've been depressed. They have $400, $500 million. Yeah, watch these videos on YouTube, man. They'll tell you they've been depressed. You got billionaires jumping off. I know damn CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond a few years ago, you know, he killed himself. Damn company went down a little bit. Still a millionaire, still a billionaire. And it went down like 3-4%. And guess what? He jumped off the roof and killed himself. Had a wife and like 4 kids. Killed himself, man. Because that's what gold would do to you. Once you start putting your trust in something that's uncertain, you're going to die. You go to the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6. You will destroy yourself mentally and then destroy yourself physically. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6. See that? 1 Timothy chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse, let's see what we want. We're going to start at verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. So when you have godliness and you're content, that the Lord says great gain in itself. Verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Yeah, you're not going to be able to carry your 2025 damn BMW, your 2024 damn Benz, Mercedes-Benz, right? You're not going to take that with you to the grave, right? You're not going to take whatever house that you have, whatever, you know, you got some new couches, you want them to be buried with you. I know there's a so-called song in the world by Rick Ross. He said, bury me in fine linen in Louis. For what? That's going to corrupt. It's going to moth. Worms are going to eat it up, man. Ants. All of these things, you can't take it with you. You're not taking none of these possessions to the spirit world. You're not taking any of these things into the kingdom. Flesh and blood can't even enter into the kingdom. You got to be in the spiritual body. So how much more these carnal things that Esau designed, that Esau has in his world, all these things not going to go with you. So the Lord said, what? For we brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be there with content. Yeah, you got food, you got clothes on your back. Hey, that's all you need to be content. That's all you need in this life. You got food, got clothes. You know, you got oil for cooking, you got wine. You know, there's only a certain amount of things you really need in this life, right? Let me go to jump down to verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, because that's what riches will do to you. You get high-minded, you get proudful, you start looking down on other brothers and sisters. You get your damn bonus from your job, and next thing you know, you buy a damn $30,000 mink coat. You're wearing it to camp. You're looking at brothers. You got your glasses on. You're doing this, right? You say you don't know that precept. Get your money up. That has nothing to do with anything. Tell a brother you don't know his precept. Get his money up. You're gonna start getting high-minded if you don't know how to control that. And the Lord said, don't trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Trust in the living God who gives you everything, anything that you need. We go to Job, because didn't Job have wealth? And Job had wealth beyond our imagination. He had his own source of food. Right now, you think you have money because you can buy Ruth Chris. Job had his own source of food. He could go out and slay his own oxen on his own land. He didn't have to ask anybody for a damn thing. He had to go to no corporation. He had many sons and daughters, right? He could do his own thing, man. Right? This is the book of Job, chapter 31, verse 24. But let's see what Job said. If I had made gold my hope, or have said to the fine gold, thou art my confidence, if I rejoice because my wealth was great. And Job had great wealth. Job had more than your damn millionaires. He had more than so-called billionaires, man. But he said, if I did these things, if I rejoiced because my wealth was great, or what? And because my hand have gotten much, if I beheld the sun when it shine, or the moon walketh in brightness, and my heart have been secretly enticed, or my mouth have kissed my hand, this also were an iniquity to be punished by the judge. For I should have denied the God that is above. Right? For I have if you've done any of those things, that means you have denied the God that is above. Job said, if I had done those things, man, I deserve to be destroyed by the Most High God. And Job had these things. Abraham had wealth. It's not easy lodging 318 grown men, trained men. These men weren't scrawny. They could eat. They had families. They had probably, man. Hey, Abraham had to take care of all these men, but he still trusted in the living God and put his faith in the living God above all carnal riches and carnal things. That's what Job said. How much more us that really don't have anything in this life? We seek a continuing city. Let's go to Hebrews. We seek a continuing city. This is not our city. It's not our place to be. It's Hebrews chapter 13. I'm on a 30-year mortgage. You're paying the bank back. We don't care about a 30-year mortgage, man. We're trying to get up out of here. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13. And let's start at verse number 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Yeah, we seek a continuing city to come. We seek a lodging and an everlasting resting place to come. I'm not seeking to lock into a bank for 45 years, man. With interest rates going up and property taxes going up every year, man. We're not seeking one to come. And like I said, of course, take care of yourself, take care of your family the best way you can. If you're able to do certain things, then you're able to make certain moves, and which is fine. It's not a sin to be rich. It's not a sin to have wealth. It's not a sin to be a millionaire. It's not a sin to have a lot of money. It's only a sin when you start putting that before the Most High God, and then you forget who gave you all those things in the first place. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 17. Let's end it off with this. All right. Do as well as you can, while you're here, man. Play Esau's game better than him. And invest into your congregation, invest into this truth. That's fine. But don't get high-minded, and next thing you know, you start preparing your bed here in America. And next thing you know, the Lord takes this place out and you go with it. There's Deuteronomy 8 and verse 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. See, the Lord just doesn't give you wealth. He gives you power to get wealth. He gives you the game plan. He doesn't give you a fish. The Lord teaches you how to fish. He gives you power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them and worship them, I testify against you this day that you shall surely perish. Yeah, if you start serving guns, oil, and drugs, and God, and money, and clothes and cars, you start serving these gods, the Lord said, I promise you this day, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna destroy you for that. Yeah, I gave you all these things, but the Lord can take it back. On the sudden, in Sirach 11 and 21, the Lord can make a poor man rich. On the sudden, the Lord can make a rich man poor. Stop playing with the Lord. But I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, and bid him mighty strong. Shalom.